Hi guys, I'm going to try and promote my book through reading it. What I'll do is I'm recording in 4K, so I can only record small snippets. So we'll start now and see if you enjoy it, then I'll keep reading it. I'll keep putting it on all the time. So it's The Prophecies of Eve, Whispers of Forgotten Land, author and illustrator, which is me, Kevin James Bell. The rivers will turn to blood, my dear, as the mushrooms begin to fade. Destruction and death may cleanse their souls now the rebirth now takes place. For this is not a fairy tale in which you were led to believe, for whispers of forgotten land Logress is now in need. Placed upon Eden and not of this earth our king will soon arrive. From dragon's mouth he will descend, Excalibur soon inside. Satan will grab heaven's gates and seize the arm of the Lord. Evil will spread throughout the lands, Medusa bearing a child. The birth will take place through utter despair, as Satan is the father, Medusa must be slain. Eden will be triumphant with Eve at its side, but deep within the underworld Satan's child will soon arise. The angels will call for wrath, my dear, to challenge the underworld. The prophecies that come to me now can neither be seen nor heard. I will be with you in every way. Look to your shoulder, my hand will be there. So go, little Eve, and be the fairy your poor old grand's body is failing. For my time has come and our Father is calling. I close my eyes, now your tears are falling. A fairy once told me that if I believed hard enough, I would feed the magic mushrooms in the enchanted forest, and all the dreams of Eden would come true. Prologue. The evil and greed of mankind caused a nuclear war. Blinding flashes of light were followed by colossal explosions. The tremendous force of the blast sucked up gigantic clouds of ash and debris that swelled and billowed like mountainous mushrooms. The Lord looked down from heaven and showed his wrath. He brought his vengeance and retribution down upon the very heart of man. Famine and plague struck the earth, the ground rotted and cracked, and the land shook and heaved. Titanic fires raged from the cracks in the ground, and the piercing heat melted rocks and stone. Lands became as one, and rivers turned to blood. Tornadoes and hurricanes tore at the landscape. Thunder roared and lightning cracked all over the darkened sky. Scorching deserts spread across the earth. Volcanoes erupted, hurtling up choking clouds of dense boiling ash that flooded across the sky. A tiny 9-year-old child magically survived the destruction. Her name was Eve. Suddenly the Lord noticed her on her knees, trembling with fear, her hands clenched tightly in prayer. Grief and anguish tore at the Lord's heart. The Lord raised his hands to his face and cried out, "O my child, what have I done? I have deserted you in your darkest hour." A single tear rolled down the Lord's face and fell through the sky. A gap appeared in the choking clouds of dense boiling ash, and the sun's piercing rays cast through once more upon the earth. A magical rainbow of glitter formed in the clearing in the clouds. Tiny stars of every colour gently glistened within the rainbow. Eve looked up in amazement. Her eyes transfixed on the glittering rainbow. The Lord's magical tear drop descending, splashing into her eye. She closed her eyes to stop the intense burning from the magical tear. A calm, warm feeling of peace and tranquility came over her. She felt existence and yet nothingness. Eve opened her eyes. 1,000,000,000 years had passed. She looked around her, then she clenched her hands tightly together, pleading and begging the Lord, "Release me from this hell." The earth was no more. A new age was dawning, for this was the age of Eden. Chapter 1. The Enchanted Forest. To continue.